So what's going on, you guys? This is New York Adventure 1994 here, and today is Tuesday, August 24th, 2021. And this is a video of why I'm still here. And the reason why I say that, and that's the name of the title, is because this morning I was supposed to be in Disney today. My flight would have been at 8 o'clock this morning at JFK Airport. I would have arrived at like 3 hours ago because it's now 2 in the afternoon. I probably would have been in Epcot right now because I would have been staying at the boardwalk. And I would have left this house at like 4:30 in the morning. And I'm gonna go into why and what's been happening lately. It's been a lot of bad stuff. First things first. Throughout the entire August, my grandmother was not doing well in the hospital. She had kidney failure. She was mostly out most of the time, like she wasn't waking up or whatever. And according to nurses, I think it was like time for her to go. That's what it was like coming down to. Yeah, that's what it was coming down to, that she was ready to go. And she passed Friday night. And because she was like out, like she was like mostly out of it in the hospital throughout the month. This was why I was postponing the trip. And she passed Friday night when Henri was approaching us, the hurricane. And now we have the wake coming up and the funeral. It's really hard right now. I've been really stressed lately. I've been really stressed this month. And secondly, we had Hurricane Henri approach us. I think the system like started around August 17th or 18th, and they were actually working their way up towards us. Henri, like on Friday, Henri was pointed towards us. We were actually in the cone of uncertainty. It was really scary. It was terrifying. Yeah, and the emergency alert, it like triggered the emergency alert system. When we were put in the cone of uncertainty at like 5 in the afternoon, it triggered the emergency alert system. Friday night. And it was at the point where we were going to get a hurricane landfall. But this hurricane was not like Sandy, or nothing compared to Hurricane Gloria or Bob or Irene, or it was mostly like Isaias. I can't pronounce that name right. This hurricane we got was a French name. Henri is a French name. And by Saturday night, we were well prepared, and at last minute, the storm like pushed to the east. And we were like well out of the cone. They said something about like a high pressure or low pressure blocking, like steering the hurricane. Like Saturday night, it like strayed into a Category 1 hurricane while working its way up here, and thankfully it pushed east. Only Montauk got hit, but the rest of Long Island was like the least concern. All we got was like very heavy rain coming from it. I mean, this was a hurricane where the west side got the most rain and less of a wind, and the east side got the strongest wind and the less rain. So the east side was pretty bad. I'm sorry guys, I'd rather go with the west side because I would have lost power from all that wind. Even like mere landfall over the Block Island of Rhode Island. It like rammed into Rhode Island and some of New England, and now it's a tropical depression. That was recently in Connecticut, but it's working its way to Maine. It's a tropical depression now. It can't do that much no more except bring a severe thunderstorm or rain. That's how weak it is. Now it's like diminishing. Yeah, I never knew we would get hit. I mean, yesterday we still got some effects from Henri. We got a sun shower yesterday coming from it when it turned to a depression. But there's some parts of us right now without power. Like up in New England, there's like parts of New England without power from what Henri did to them. But for us, we're fine. We didn't get hit that bad. I mean, hour by hour, the wind speed like went down. But we did get a little breeze from it. We got a really small breeze from Henri. But we were just drenched on Sunday. If it made a landfall near me, I probably would have been in the dark right now. Oh, and Friday, before my grandmother's passing and Henri, I actually got so stressed out and nervous of what was happening, and I actually got sick on Friday. I like gained this little stomach bug, like a little stomach virus. Yeah, I didn't feel right. It was like the stress and the nerves, and they like got in contact, and I wound up getting sick. I had like this upset stomach too. I had no appetite on Friday. I couldn't finish my food. Yeah, I've been so stressed out this month. You won't believe it. You do not want to be me right now. What's coming? What I'm talking about, you guys, is of why I'm not in Disney right now. My original trip times would have been from August 24th till August 31st. But I'm not there right now. I'm still on Long Island. Things are looking really hard. Yeah, the primary thing is losing my grandmother, and the secondary thing was the hurricane. It got me stressed sick. It did, really. Because for someone that lives in Long Island, I am not that ready for a hurricane. Because they normally drift out to sea before they even reach us. But we do get the remnants from storms, like heavy rainfall or a severe thunderstorm. It's all that, but nothing too major like what Sandy did to us. But what's important right now is my grandmother. She wasn't really doing well. She's been in the hospital since December. And she wasn't really awake for all of August. And she had kidney failure. Oh yeah, and when I go to Wake tomorrow, it will actually be the first anniversary of when I went to Cortland in upstate New York and came back on the 26th. I went to Cortland in 2020, like after I got really sick. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention you guys that on Saturday before the storm hit, and like weekend before landfall for tropical storm, it was actually the 4th anniversary of the solar eclipse of 2017, where the moon is blocking the sun and it's like temporarily dark and then bright again. I'm looking forward to the one in 2024, which we have plenty of time to prepare for. I did order some eclipse classes for the next one, but I did miss the eclipse that was on June 10th because it was like 5:30 in the morning. So we missed it. And my Disney trip is now postponed to September. And instead of the boardwalk, I'm staying at Old Key West this time, which is a place I haven't stayed at since 2014. I stayed there consecutive years, 2013 and 2014. And my flight's still at the same time, 8 o'clock in the morning. I can't wait to see what it's like in Disney, even though it's not going to be as easy as I thought it was, because it's going to be a month after my grandmother's passing, and Disney still has some COVID restrictions. So, we'll see what happens. So I guess that's it.